Hey guys, Dan here again from Physio Professionals. Today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about shoulder health and in particular shoulder impingement. So what happens with shoulder impingement is there's a small space between the arm bone and this shelf of bone, which is your collarbone and shoulder blade, which comes over the top of your shoulder. And in between this space you have a bursa here called your subdeltoid or subacromial bursa. And there's also a lot of tendons from your rotator cuff which come across. They're not on this picture, but they come across and they insert into the top of that arm bone. So as you lift your arm up, what can happen is you get a little bit of narrowing of this space and a little bit of jamming up of these structures in here. Usually this will happen if you're lacking range of motion in your shoulder joint or if you've had a previous injury and there's some stiffness in the capsule of the shoulder. I'm going to show you three tests today, three quick tests to determine if you might be experiencing some impingement related shoulder pain. So the first one, we're going to look at three different ranges of motion. So the first one is going to be just shoulder flexion. So all you're going to do is you can stand up against the wall, you're going to take your hands up overhead and against the wall like this. What we're looking for here is a good range of motion. Everyone will have a slightly different range of motion, but the biggest thing to see is that your range of motion is even and you're not getting pain, particularly this end of the position as you push your hand back. You're not getting a lot of pain up into the top of the arm and down the arm here. The second movement is external rotation of the shoulder. So the same thing again, up against the wall. You're just going to take your hands out to the sides like so. Once again, everyone will have a little bit different range of motion. You're looking for a good range of motion there, and you're looking for differences on either side. So typically people might find they get a little bit of pain into the shoulder as they push their hands back, or one hand won't go as far back as the other. You can also test this one in this position here. So same thing, standing up against the wall, elbows up to 90 degrees, and you're going to take your hands back against the wall. Once again, looking at range of motion, comparing between the sides, if one side's a little bit stiff, and if you're getting any of that pain in either of your shoulders up in here. The last thing for range of motion is looking at how far you can take your hand behind your back. So generally, you want to compare sides and just check that the range of motion is approximately the same on your right side compared to your left side. All right, that's the first test. The second test we're going to do is a simple little test to look for pain in the shoulder. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your hand on your opposite shoulder. You're just going to take your other hand and you're going to push your elbow up. Just gently at first, and if you come up like that, if you get any pain up into this area here or radiating down your arm, it may indicate that you're getting a little bit of that impingement type pain happening in the shoulder. The third one, this one's pretty easy. All you're going to do is you're just going to take your hands both out to the sides like so, nice and slow right up overhead, and then you're going to slowly bring your hands all the way back down, nice and slow. What you're looking for there is if you're getting any pain on the way down, so it's what we call a painful arc. You might find that you get a little bit of pain in this area. Often people find it around this point here. They might find that it's a little bit painful as you come down through there. Okay, I hope that's all clear today. If you get any symptoms with any of these movements, then you may be experiencing some of this impingement type pain, and we'd be happy to help you out with that, to set you up with a physio program and an exercise rehabilitation program as well. Thank you, see you soon.